People don't know who you are.
Someone thought you were Italian.
Italian?
Yeah.
What?
Like, what do you say? Oh, I was, seeing your ads and stuff. Get this, like, Italian dude, like, yapping at the mic. Yeah, that'd be Matt.
Yeah. It was definitely not
my
Italian.
boss.
But, yeah. So anyway, we have Ethan. So Ethan, a little bit of a background about where you've come from and what you're doing with Titan.
Yeah, so got a detailing background of 4 years. Full passion for cars, lifelong. And just wanted to take things to the next level, providing a different level of service for clients. And we had a real interest in car brokerage for probably a year now, I would say.
Sweet.
And just, dabbled with it with different brokers, but hadn't secured a good opportunity and came across you guys, or rather you came across me. You did. You called me up.
That's a terrible way of wording it.
Hey, you did. And you need some photography work done, and I was like, hey, yeah, let's try this, and just went from there.
It's true. It was good. And yeah, it's funny how that worked out because you were originally on the sunny coast, and now you've come down to Brisbane, so you're based in Brisbane.
Yep.
Looking after the Brisbane office, which is pretty cool. And we've also got another Matt, because it's just easier to hire people with the same name as you.
Yeah.
One Matt's not enough.
No, never. Yeah, I've had a bit of a different background. I've been, my background was OH&S at Mooney Ponds in the Mooney Valley Racecourse was the last job that I had, and was made redundant last November after about 25 odd years in the industry. So yeah, sales is all new to me.
Yeah.
But enjoying it, really enjoying it, and heading up the Melbourne office.
Sweet. That's good. Well, it's good to finally have more people on the socials that's just rather than just having me, obviously. So I'm trying to think about what we're going to talk about. And I thought one a really good fun place to start might be first cars. Like, let's start with you, Matt, because let's say you're the oldest here. So what was your first, no disrespect, but what was your first car?
A 1980 Celica.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but the one with the boot rather than the hatch.
Hang on.
Like a sedan.
Yeah, like the standard one was long.
The lift back.
Yeah, and it had the hatch.
Oh, so like, yeah.
Mine had the boot.
Ah,
An
so was it
actual
like,
boot.
I can't even remember what that looks like.
Yeah, it was.
We could like have one pop up on the screen.
Yeah, it was a bit shorter than the hatch.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, it was a great car. Had
was it?
had the Supra gearbox in it.
Oh, yeah, nice.
It was red.
Red.
Yeah,
Red
okay.
cars. Loved it.
Love red cars.
You had a red car, didn't you?
I actually did. I had a red Integra. It was one of my first proper cars. So red Honda Integra. And at the time, it's quite funny because I'm colorblind. So I thought it was fire engine red.
Yeah.
Like, cool fire engine red. It was burgundy, but I couldn't see the difference.
That's all right.
So in my mind, it was fire engine red. But to everybody else, they're like, that's an ugly fucking car. Like,
It's more like a maroon,
it was maroon. Like,
old man colour.
yeah, they're like, that is horrendous. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
So,
Matters what you think.
yeah, I only saw red, so. What about you, man?
I
What was
had-
your...
Drum roll at a 2000 Mitsubishi Lancer in red. Actually, was fire engine red. But
We all had red cars.
kid you not, it was like full on. It was actually a good red. Mitsubishi do a great red. I forgot what they call it, a passion red or something like that in the Evos. It was that color. It was pretty good. But yeah, P played the fight it pretty bad.
2000. That's yeah, right, because that makes sense. Because my first car was in 1990. That's almost perfect, actually.
Yeah.
That's almost 10 years
80.
apart. So
Yeah.
80, 1990,
90 and
2000.
Actually,
That works out really weird. And all red.
Yeah, not even 2001. No, it's 2000.
Just 2000
Yeah.
flat.
It's a coupe actually. Like, it's not a cool car at all. But
No, I was going to say that.
it's certainly not a cool car. So it's my first. And
You don't really... You don't... Yeah.
well, I don't have a cool car.
Oh, you've got cool cars. I like your BMW now. It's nice.
Gets the job done.
Yeah.
Like a mini wagon kind of thing. It's cool.
It's cool. I like it. A 1 Series. It's good.
Clown shoe shape.
A little bit like that. Trying to think about the shit.
Question.
Now what do you got?
Now what have I got? Oh, well, I don't have anything at the moment, which is weird because I should.
What about like an introduction into cars? You don't do this without having some sort of passion for cars.
I've always been into cars. So,
Same.
like, never not been interested in cars. The moment that I could get a car, actually, I lie. My first car was not a 1990 Honda Integra. That was kind of like my first proper car. My first car at like high school was $500 car, and it was a 1972 Toyota Corolla in aqua green.
Right. This is why you don't like your coloured cars now.
Yeah, I've got fear of colours.
Got
Yeah.
PTSD.
And it was a $500 car. Like, it was rough. But,
We didn't buy those standards back then. $500.
yeah. But then, what do you mean back then? It wasn't that long ago. But it was, but now, and which is crazy, I see them advertised like fully reconditioned. They're like 150 grand. Because they're just rare and hard to get.
Yeah.
So, it's just mad. But
Is the green popular? People keep that.
the green of that year?
Yeah, they like try and respray it.
I don't know. It was kind of like a weird color. Keeping in mind, I'm also colorblind, so it may not have even been grey. Like, it could have been blue,
Like
as far as I know.
slimy.
Like, but no, it was like a bluey green. It was really light green. It was an aqua is probably the best way to describe it
Yeah. In your eyes.
in my eyes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You've got the BMW.
M140i.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Mineral
Yeah.
grey. Fantastic car.
Yeah.
Love it.
And you've got the Holden. You've got the SS Redline.
Yep.
Manual.
Manual, V8.
Good car.
Yep.
Manual and a V8. That's getting rare.
Yeah, yeah.
These days.
Normally now, if it's a V8, people don't know how to drive them. It's like probably the last of like a good like manual V8, really.
Yeah, well-
Because all the Mercs and everything, they've all been
Yeah, Tiptronic and
flappy paddle, and so yeah, that's probably it is probably quite rare to get a good manual V8. Really,
It was the last of the Commodores that they made, so they made it good.
Yeah, yeah.
They put everything in it, and the V8 engine, and yeah,
Good car.
Maybe they knew they were in trouble.
yeah.
Oh, I think I know that Ford did the same thing. So the last XR8 has got the Boss motor in it. So
Sprint,
they were like, we're not going to use these. We'll chuck them in the fucking XR8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, it's a HSV engine without HSV written on it.
Yeah, 100%.
Still with the bones though.
Yeah.
That's cool. I do like my V8s and manuals are just cool as.
So
It's a shame that they don't.
I just think it's a lost art almost. Like, I've even had like people when I worked in dealerships, and I'd be like, "Can you go move their car?" And they'll be like, "This is a manual. I can't drive it." I'm like,
Unbelievable.
"It's ridiculous."
Yeah.
Like,
So many job descriptions used to be like, because I wanted to be a mechanic at one point, or dabbled in like an apprenticeship and realized it's a terrible idea.
yeah.
But they were like, yeah, you have to have a manual license. Like they wouldn't even look at you if you didn't. But nowadays it's like a lot less common for that need to be fluent in a manual. It's like a bit of a dying art.
Totally.
It's a shame. Like, yes, it's more work. It's a manual, but it's cool. Like,
Driver's car. You feel like you're doing something.
Yeah, I love it.
Auto, you just feel like you're sitting there and fucking. So
It's in like each of our roles.
yeah. So obviously, I don't know if like for those that may know, may not know. So we started Titan in about 2 years ago. So I, for the vast amount of time, have been running this thing by myself. So organizing the listings, selling the cars, marketing, everything. And over the last sort of 3 months, we've really expanded the team. We've brought on Jess, who you won't see, but she's sitting over there, who does our marketing, who has done an incredible job of transforming it into something professional and very classy now. So she does an amazing job. And then obviously we've got the boys, Ethan and Matt, who are now, well, Ethan obviously does sales for the Brisbane area. And then Matt does sales for Melbourne. So, and we want to keep expanding and growing. We want to keep taking this business as nationwide as we can. I think the reality is that there's so many people out there that want to sell their car. They don't want to have to do it themselves, and they sure as shit don't want to sell it to a dealership. So we present a pretty viable option for most people.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe that, like, before I started, I couldn't believe that there was a market for it. I just didn't believe, didn't.
You're like, why would someone pay somebody else to sell their car? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
The same, to be honest. Yeah, it was like you either traded in, which I thought trade-ins were good. I was like, oh yeah, like give you a good price. Now I'm like,
Shit house.
no, it's just like daylight robbery, and then they mark it up for what it actually is worth and sell it that. But yeah, I thought it was either that or private sale. And that was about it.
Yeah.
Back then, right? Gumtree was what people were selling on.
Yeah.
You did your car sales, but Gumtree had a bit of a foothold, and this is how you did it. I didn't know brokerage existed.
I think that's the thing, though, isn't it? And there's a lot of people that still misunderstand what a trade-in is. They're like, well, I'm not trading it in, so I'm going to get a cash offer. And I think that they think that they're different things. Like they're like, oh, I'm going to get a cash offer on it. A cash offer is essentially a trade-in, right? It's the same thing, and it's a lesser amount than the car's worth, so the dealership can sell it for what the car's worth.
Yeah.
And the only thing about it that I like, if you're in that position, is speed. You can do the deal quickly.
Yeah, it's convenient. But convenience is a price.
Yeah. And the price can sometimes be massive. Like you're talking 15 to 20% of the value of a car gone just so you can sell it quickly. And look, I understand some people need to do that to move into a new car, but realistically, that's the dumbest business decision anybody could ever make is trade in anything or get a wholesale price in it or get a cash price on it. Like it's just mental.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were doing it with a house. Imagine if you had $1 million house.
Trade in your house.
And yeah, imagine if you had $1 million house and you wanted to buy a $2 million house and you went to the real estate agent who was selling it and you said, I like this house, I'd like to buy it. And he said, fantastic. Do you have a house that you would like to sell? I do. He's like, well, we'll tell you what, what's your house worth? My house is worth $1 million and you want to buy this $2 million house? Yes. He said, I'll tell you what, if you sell me your house right now, I'll give it to you for $700,000. Like, if that was what happened in real estate, nobody would do it. They'd be like, fuck off, that's a mental deal.
No one's making
Right?
any money on that, yeah.
But
I'm losing 300.
I'm losing 300 grand, right? But in cars, people do it every day. And they're like, it's a good deal. It's a terrible deal.
Yeah.
Like, you're an idiot. And unfortunately, dealerships survive on the fact that they are buying these cars in so cheap. And then they're selling them at market price. Whereas a customer can come to us and we'll sell it for you at the market price.
It's pretty much like, this is my experience with detailing. So if we offer a ceramic coating, for the Beamer, for example, I paid like $1,600, got everything done that you could imagine on that. Like all the paintwork, all the glass, full on correction and everything. It was like $1,600. A dealership, $3,200.
Yeah.
Jeez, like
And way worse job.
oh yeah, no, they wouldn't even do the glass.
Yeah.
That's just paint. And it's crappy coating, just like falling
Crappy.
off in,
Applied by a crackhead on meth. Yeah.
paid $12 an hour. Like it's happening and people pay it.
And they're like, yeah.
Let's go swear the badge on it. Like it's good. No, it's not. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. I used to work in the dealership I work in. We'd have it come back and it would just, you'd look at it and go, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And then you'd get the window tints and then they'd be like, they'd have the like cut marks, like, and it'll be jagged and stuff around the windows and you'd be like, far out.
Bubbles in
And
there.
this is like a $1,500 window tint.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I reckon you'd have to be an absolute clown to pay a dealership for window tinting or ceramic coating or any of the above.
They do. And it's the convenience. It's right there. Oh, I haven't gotten the car yet, so may as well. Yeah.
Add it on. Yeah.
Add it on. And the salesperson's like, you really getting my whatever commission on upselling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand that, but it's just not a good product. It's just bad.
It's not designed to be good. They just want to smash it out real quick, move it on, make some money. So
That annoys me.
yeah,
But hey, I mean, people are paying it, so
yeah, 100%.
they don't need to. They can
Stop
be made
buying dumb shit from dealerships.
Yeah, it'd be nice if everyone knew that.
Yeah. What do you guys like? You've sold a couple of cars now, so been able to help people out of their cars. So what have you recently sold that's good?
honestly, the Hilux, that was really good.
The Hilux.
The Hilux was good. It was a good sale. End to end, it was actually pretty good. And we had a bit of a unique one, right? We had so many people inquiring on that car because it was cheap. It was like 16 grand, something like that. It was cheap. We had so many people on it. And just the inquiries on it.
Ethan specialises in our budget car department.
I do. No, I do not. It's just an interesting one. But when we found that buyer, he was actually really good.
Yeah, it is.
No.
She.
Seller was, he was good to deal with, and the buyer was also good.
And look, sometimes it's pretty rewarding as well when someone gets a car and they're super excited about it. Doesn't actually matter what the value of the car is.
That's what it was. Yeah.
It's just that moment when they're like, "Oh, it's awesome, it's perfect, it's mine now," and they jump in it, fucking drive away, they're happy.
Yeah. We went on a test drive, and I think it was just up the road. And she's like, "Done. This thing's done. I'll buy it." And we just turned around, and that was it.
Yeah, that's cool. And
what about you, Matt?
I probably haven't sold anything of significance.
now the Defender.
Yeah,
There's a
we
bit
had
of-
the Defender. That was unique. That was he accepted a instant offer of what?
It was like 100.
108 or something.
Oh yeah, it was higher, wasn't it? It was like 110 to start with.
Yeah, he wanted 100 and he wanted 110. He accepted slightly lower because he went into the dealership. They offered him 110. Then he took it into the dealership. They offered him 100. And this guy just drove it. Another guy owned it as part of the business, and the business was going crappy, and he needed to get rid of it, and he wanted to get rid of it real quick. And he just said, 108. If you can do 108, I'll take it straight away. And yeah,
That was it.
I think we did the deal. We did the deal about 106, didn't we? That was what we. Yeah. And look, we were just talking about how bad wholesale offers are, but occasionally there is a time and a place where they make sense.
Yeah.
And that was one. They just needed it gone really quickly.
Yeah.
And because we're a brokerage, we're able to go out to our contacts and shop it to get the best deal for the seller.
Yeah.
So even though we didn't sell that one to a private buyer, we were still able to get him more money than what he'd been offered from our other dealers.
Yeah. Yeah. $8,000 more.
Yeah. I did a similar sort of one a wee while ago now, but the guy rang me and he says, look, it's a Mercedes GLE 63. He'd been offered like 140 grand for it. It was a reasonably late model one. And he rang me and he says, oh, mate, I hear that you're the guy to sell cars. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, can you get me more than 140? Like, I feel like that's really low. At that time, it probably was a bit low, but I was like, well, look, mate, I'll find out. So I rang around. Took me 2 phone calls. Got him 165. So 25 grand more by a couple of phone calls. And that's the problem is when they go to a dealer, they think that the dealer's just looking after them, giving them the best deal. Like 99% of the time they're not, and there's way more money in it. And that's why even if you are, I suppose, looking at like a wholesale deal, still come to us because we can then reach out to all our dealers and shop the deal and see if we can get you more money for it. Like,
yeah, remember we had that one that Mercedes, and he had a relationship with a dealer.
oh yeah,
And he ended up taking, I think it was about $4,000 less, just because he had a
he
relationship
was friends with the guy.
him.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that doesn't seem like a friend
No,
to me.
some friend.
I'm like,
No.
what freaking friend is going to rip you off $4,000?
Yeah,
like,
and I
That's
said,
crazy.
mate, it was an instant offer, and I rang him back. I said, we can give you 134, and he goes, nah, I think I'd rather maintain the
I'd rather take less
relationship
money, thank you.
and
Friendship's
take
worth
$4,000 less.
Yeah,
Wow.
just bizarre, isn't it? Just what some people accept. So
Yeah,
that was
that was my first ever.
that was really you. I'm like, hey man, I know you haven't started yet properly, but can you go and like handle this deal for me?
Yeah, and I just rocked up and picked the bloke up from the airport, and he had another bloke with him, and met the owner of the Land Cruiser, which was a fantastic flash Land Cruiser.
And well built. It's like
Yeah.
we had it advertised for 200 grand.
Yeah, and we we took her for a test drive, and one bloke had come from Miles that was bringing the Land Cruiser for a test drive, and the two guys come down from Brisbane, jumped in it, drove around for half an hour, and talked. They talked their language, and half the stuff I wasn't
Sitting there going, I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
But I knew that every panel you pulled out and it had something. Like you pull that out and have an oven. Pull that out and there was a fridge. Pull that out.
Yeah, that was a mad build. That one. That was pretty cool.
Unreal.
It was just
$200,000. You can only imagine what was spent.
Oh, it's just mad. Like GVM upgrade. Oh, yeah. Then it's got a big canopy and like Matt said, drawers and shit everywhere. Like fridges in it, kitchen in it. Just mad. You could literally live in this thing if you wanted to. Like it was mad.
Big awning that he pulled out.
Yeah. So, and that was a good one. So we did that deal, and then the car got shipped. We brought it up here.
Yeah.
We put it through registration and did all that, and then they came and picked it up from us and drove it home. Happy days. Yeah.
So that was your first one, was it?
Yeah, that was
it was before I was even employed.
Yeah, I was just like, hey man, what are you doing on Tuesday? They'd be like, I went some meetings and stuff, but I'm like, can you go and see these people?
Yeah. Yeah. And it was easy. I just met them at the airport and
just
took them round to the hotel.
Yeah.
In the airport precinct, and
it's all right. I picked up the Peugeot.
The Peugeot.
Yeah, the Peugeot, the infamous Peugeot. I picked that up and I took it for these people to do a test drive. I just remember I was like, man, this is awesome. I was like, this is sweet. Beats detailing and
way better.
It was good. Yeah, even though I didn't go through that sale, but it was just cool. It was like so different. Like I've never, maybe like a handful of times I was able to drive a customer's car when I was cleaning, because that's what you're doing, is cleaning them.
Yeah.
And it's just repetitive. It's just the same thing, but there is so much diversity with what you can do when you're adding a different level of service to a client.
Yeah, 100%.
In terms of like selling, it's just like there's so much that goes on. You're doing this or this or this.
Oh yeah, and it is. It's and you never, like I've had ones where the client's like, where was she? Yeah, younger sort of girl. She'd bought a car. She bought what was it, a Jeep Grand Cherokee off us, right. And she was like, I don't want to. My dad doesn't want me to like fly down and drive the car back from Gold Coast to the sunny coast. This is before your time.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that's all right. Look, I can deliver the car to the sunny coast for you. Like, no problem at all. Mm. So get the car on a Friday afternoon, drive up to the sunny coast. No idea that traffic hits about 2:00, and it was just fucking bumper to bumper traffic for 2 hours. But got up there and handed the car over, and she was stoked. Like, so just stuff like that. It makes the job a little bit more exciting than just working in a dealership as well. Like, dealership was pretty bloody soul sapping, really, because you just sort of sit there and you wait for someone to walk past, and everyone jumps up and runs out to the yard and tries to pinch them. You know, like it's
right. Before your co-worker
it's like fish in a bowl. You know what I mean? Like it's.
So they give you the benefit of having the dealership there, where people come to it.
Well, that's the only difference, really, is you're in an office and you look out the window and there's some dude wandering around. And you're like, "Fuck, it's mine!" And you run out. Yeah. And you have this weird rule that it's you. Everyone has a turn. I just fucking didn't give a shit. I just went for everybody. Like, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
No friends and just make money. But
absolutely,
it was.
Man. How long were you there for?
I was there for I was about at a dealership for about 4 months. The one here before I started this. Yep. Actually, no. I was there, and then I left that, and then I went and sold caravans at a caravan yard.
Ah.
Yeah. That was the boringest job I've ever had. Because I was used to car yards, right, where like someone would come in and look at the cars, right? And they'd come in, and you'd get like quite a few customers during the day, right? The caravan yard, fuck me, was so quiet. Yeah. You'd sit there and there'd be like 4 people walk in over the course of an entire day. Yeah. And you'd be like, what do you do for the rest of the day? Just sitting there. And then...
worked at one, too. I didn't work at one, but did some detailing for one. And I was just watching, how many people... does anyone actually walk in here?
It was looking so quiet.
Maybe like 2, 3? Yeah,
and then the guy was like... Because they set the dealership up. And it was a good setup. good setup. But it used to be a landscaping business. So there was these random piles of like gravel and shit in random places. So then he'd be like, oh, do you want to give us a hand to move some gravel? And I'd be like, no. I'm a fucking salesperson. I'm not here to like. I'm not landscaping. Like, it's not happening. Like, so I was only at the caravan yard for 4 days before I quit.
4 days.
4 days, and I remember saying to the guys like, "Look, man, is this gonna get? Are we gonna get busier? Like, is this how this is?"
He's like, what do you mean?
And he was like, seemed to be really happy with how it was all going, and I was just like, "This is fucking quiet as shit. Like, this is terrible. Like." So he's like, oh, I don't think there's a fit. And I go, I agree. I'm not here to like do yard work and shit like that. I'm here to sell stuff. And so
Nothing else to do.
that relationship came to an end. And then I've already told the story about how I got into this. And but yeah, working at a dealership was interesting. It was obviously where I worked. There was a lot of younger people there, so I was like well and truly the oldest person selling cars there. Which was unique, I suppose, because it's. I think the way they do it is like to get them in young, train them to do it exactly their way, and then burn through them because like people don't stay there very long.
Yeah.
So you'd be lucky to get staff in the car yard at this particular place to be there for any more than a year, 2 years, and if you weren't selling, you were out the door pretty quick. Like if you weren't turning over deals, you were gone.
Making money for them. Yeah.
And then so like I was there and it was good, and I realized. Pretty quickly, some of the ways that they were handling public holidays and rostered days off and this sort of stuff was probably not legal. So I, being the martyr for rules, I suppose. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I ended up deciding that I was going to get stuck into them and say, you can't do this shit. Had enough. So I sent the HR lady an email and I says, hey, just want to have a chat to you. Can we make a time? Got some questions. She said, yeah, of course. I did the smart thing by emailing myself at home as well, like blind CCing myself in at home.
Yeah.
So then I go out and I sit down and have this meeting and she's like, okay, what are we talking about? And I'm like, well, I noticed that you're making us take, whenever there's like a public holiday, you're making us take that as a rostered day off. Can't do that. That's illegal. You can't do that. And then we work sad days when we do, and you're not paying us the penal rates that go with working the Saturday. And she's like, oh, yeah, but, you earn commission, which is better. And I'm like, well, yeah, but we should really be getting penal rates and the commission. And we'd work a full day. So we didn't just come in occasionally. We would be like from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on a Saturday or something like that. And so I was like, these are the issues that I think. And she's like, oh, well, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Then anyway, I go back to my desk. I get an email from her about an hour later being like, just letting you know that I feel like you like set me up for that and you were like attacked me and you were like, and I was like, what? No, you're the HR lady. Who else am I supposed to talk to this shit about? Like, that's the whole purpose of HR, isn't it? I bring to you my concern and then you tell me how we deal with it or whatever. So then, sure enough, she sent me that email, so I forwarded it to myself. And then at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I get a tap on the shoulder with the general sales manager, for our sort of department. He's like, oh, we're going to go over and we're going to have a chat to the dealer principal. I was like, are we? So I go over there, sit down. I get the, hey, thank you very much. I know you've been like the number one salesperson for the last 3 months, but we're going to let you go.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That'll be a nice little argument that we can have with the courts because you can't do that shit, right?
Yeah.
And that's the mentality with car yards, right? And that's how they treat their staff. So you got to think about how they're going to treat the clients. Like if that's their mentality with staff, the way that they're going to handle deals, the way they're going to handle clients, it's going to be very much the same.
Yeah.
It's money, money, money.
Just do anything.
And people don't fucking matter. And that's why I've got such a bee in my bonnet about dealerships. It's because they're just out for the dealership.
Right.
And I'm all good for businesses making money. Like, fucking fine. Like, make money. But, like, have some level of integrity as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the old couple.
this is the strangest sale I think
Yeah.
I've ever been involved in.
Yeah.
So we got a black 2018 C63, right?
It's murdered out.
Murdered out. Nice. Awesome car, right? When you get a new listing, like whenever I get a new listing, I'm sure you guys are the same. You probably visualize in your mind who's probably going to buy this.
Yeah.
You're like, it's going to be some young dude, pretty successful because it's obviously a more expensive car, maybe entrepreneurial, or maybe mum and dad have got a bit of money, so he's buying him a car. You start going through the list of what it's going to be, right?
Yeah.
And then anyway, so I get this inquiry, comes through via text, and I'm like, hey, yeah. And she said her name was Nikki. And I'm like, hey, Nikki. And she's like, yeah, we're looking at C63. I'll bring my husband. And I'm like, yeah, sounds good. Looking forward to meeting you guys. Done. Right? In my head, right, I'm thinking, this is going to sound bad, but I'm thinking some gym hottie looking to buy a 63, bringing in her husband so that he can, like, pay for it, right?
Yeah.
In my head, that is what I've done. And that is stereotyped to shit, but it's just the reality.
Yeah.
Anyway, this car pulls in, and I'm like, oh, I think they're lost. And it's this elderly couple get out, and she walks over and she says, I'm like, oh, hello, thinking that they were in the wrong place, right? And I said, hey, I'm Matt. And she says, oh, yes, Matt, it's Nikki. And I'm like, oh, hey, how are you? And I am, how would I describe? Look, I don't want to sound like I'm being negative, but these are lovely people, right? Very cool people, right? Just a lot older than what I was expecting. And they get in the 63, they're going for a burn. And then so she drove it first and she's like, yep, I quite like it. And then they told us they're going to go away and think about it. And I thought, okay, cool. They're going through some part of their life and they're trying all sorts of new cars. Why not? Let's all good. And then you get a call a couple of days ago and they're like, we actually want to just double check the car fits in the garage. And I was like, this might be happening. Like, this is going to be the craziest deal ever. So anyway, we take the car around. You come with me.
Yeah.
We park it in the garage. Fits in the garage perfect.
No problems.
Yeah. And then the buyer, the husband of the couple was like, I haven't driven it yet, so he wants to go for a drive. So you jump in with him and he goes for a burn. Fangs it down the main road.
He did. He fanged it big time.
And we'll come back, and now we're closing the deal today.
Yeah.
Like, so it's crazy when you think that you know who's going to buy a car, right? You have this preconceived idea, and I shouldn't be so quick to judge, but I'm almost always wrong.
Yeah, you wouldn't have picked that one in a million years.
No, it
Not
just
me,
would
yes.
never. It's just, but I think they're the coolest people in the world for doing it. I'm like, why not? Fuck it. Doesn't matter how old you are. Get a cool car and drive it. Like, that is awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It is such a good story. I like that.
He was pretty cool though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was cool.
He looked
She
like-
was kind of a bit more sensible, I think.
Yeah.
So that would probably be like me and Dyson when we're older. Like, I'll be like doing something. She'll be like, ugh. She was kind of like, well, do you think we need this one, Philip? And he'd be like, yes. What are you talking about, woman?
Yeah.
Get out of my way. I'm going for a cruise. It's a Defender and it's green. So I was like, well, the green's a terrible fucking color, to be honest. like if you're gonna buy a car, don't buy it. Like, stay away from colors. Black, white, silver,
Sensible.
grey. That's it. Don't do anything. Don't go extravagant. Right? It's always bad, and it always harms the resale value. But people were always like, "Oh, I've got a cool blue one," and you're like, "Oh, fuck me." Like, anyway, these people were like, this green. I'm like, oh, and I was saying to the guys, I was like, this is a fucking awful color. Anyway, the phone rings. This lady's like, I'm looking at that green Defender. And I'm like, oh, I love the color. She was like, it's so nice. I'm like, mm-hmm. So we try and sell it. Yeah. It's like, I was talking to Jess the other day about how cars have their, like, you know, their color. There's like certain car brands have their color. Like Ferrari is red.
Yeah.
Like, Ferrari's the only car that looks good in red. If you've got any other car in red, it's a shit color. Like, and we all had red cars, so we can say that. But then if you've got, like, you know, you look about other cars, like McLaren, orange, right?
Yeah.
That works. That's their color. You know, we're talking about some of the other ones.
Baby blue Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, that's
that
going to,
works.
again, like that Porsche, if that Porsche was white or black, it would have been sold by now.
Yeah.
Right? But because
We had
it's
the white one. Have we sold the white
white one's sold.
Yeah.
That's
there you go.
that's done tomorrow.
Case in point.
Yeah, but that's more money. So that's sold quicker than the cheaper one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got what is it, like certain brands. I'm just trying to think of what the other colours are. I went through this the other day. I was talking about Mercedes. So Mercedes' main colour is silver, right? People don't realise that. And the reason being is, and I'm pretty certain it was Le Mans that they did it, where they wanted an advantage over the competition, so they sanded some of the paint off the car, and it gave it this silvery look, and that now is why they. So that if you can, my C43, you'll remember that. I don't know if you do it actually not, but you'll remember it had that. It was silver, but it was kind of like a silver that if you looked at it, you could kind of see that it was almost like the silver was kind of see through, and you could see the black underneath almost.
Yep.
That's to represent what they did with that paint to make the car lighter. Sanded some of the paint off.
Wow. Anything to get a leg up.
That's it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to tell you guys something about BYD. This is interesting. I was talking about this the other day. So BYD, I don't know if you've seen it in the news or whatever, but BYD are doing this dodgy thing with the tax credits, right? So what they're doing is they are importing more cars into the country than they need, right? Than they ever intend to sell, right? And then what they're doing is they're claiming the tax credit on the cars that they import in. And then they're selling those tax credits to other car companies, other companies, and getting cash back for the cars that they've imported in. The problem with that is people go, well, that's fine. But that's fine. You can do that, no problem at all. But what's going to happen is because they've got more BYDs in stock than they need for the market, you're going to end up having a BYD that you buy brand new from BYD, thinking it's a 2026 or a 2027, and you'll go, oh, it's a 2025. How am I buying a brand new 2025 in 2027
with no kilometres on it?
With no kilometres on it.
Yeah.
And that's because they're stocking
Sold the credits.
Yeah, they've done it just to get the tax credits, which means
so much supply too. There's gonna be so many of them. There already are.
Yeah, but you got still, and then we're going to have the issue. Someone's going to come to us 2 years after that and be like, I want to sell my 2027 BYD. And you look at it and go, it's actually a 2025 BYD. You know, like, because it's already, we get that a lot already. People think that whatever the compliance date is, that's the year the car's made, right? But it's not. If the car's built in 2025 and complied in 2026, then it's a 2025.
Is that just like BYD alone that's been doing that, or has this been?
Oh, look, I would say some of the other electric companies. It's an electric vehicle tax credit, right? So I would say that the others are doing it as well. I just know for certain that's what BYD are doing. Yeah. So you're going to have so many of them. And then obviously what that's going to do is that's going to kill the secondhand value of the vehicle when they go to sell it and they realize it's a 2025. And now they might have some actual genuine 2027s come out as well. And there's going to be this massive disparity between the price. So you're going to end up having the BYD used car market is going to fucking fall to pieces. So
much supply.
You saw it here first. I think you got to realize, look, and they do big long warranties, right? They do big long warranties because the cost to actually repair the shit is not as much as the volume of cars they're selling. So they're actually hedging their bets by they'll give you a long warranty, knowing that it has to be like repaired every 2 years or every year. Like when I worked in the dealership, we actually had one MG go out, brand new. Lady was like, "Hey, brand new car." That broke. She brings it back to the dealership on a tow truck. They give her a new one to take home while her one's being repaired. That breaks. That comes back on the tow truck. I'm like, this is terrible. Like, and
it's
look,
the illusion of the warranty.
It is.
A long warranty equals it's good, right?
No, long warranty means it's more than likely shit. Like, but Porsche, 3-year warranty.
Yeah.
Right?
They haven't changed that either with all the Chinese German brands have
3-year warranty. They know, look, this is what it's worth. It's a Porsche, 3 years, done. One thing I love about Porsche, though, Porsche is the only European brand that will extend the warranty. So you can extend a Porsche warranty out for 15 years as long as it's been serviced at Porsche on time and to exactly their specification.
Yeah.
Which means that if you've got you can have like a 2014 Porsche that still has factory warranty.
It's amazing.
Yeah, right.
Which,
pretty rare. Yeah.
And if you've got one of those, that's great because you can actually present that when you're selling it in the used car market. Still under Porsche warranty, and you know that if it's still under Porsche warranty, it's had a significant amount of servicing on time done by Porsche.
Yeah.
Like that's a great car to buy.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't ever hesitate.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
But like the Chinese market, like I don't know. It's like BYD, and I'm not begging just on BYD, but it sounds like I am. But like these sharks, right? These tradies have been driving around in Ford Rangers and Hiluxes, right? And they're man's cars. They've got engines, they drive, they sound rough, they're good. That's a proper man's car, right? And now we're getting tradies. It's like these fucking BYDs. They're getting in, which is like a part hybrid, like it's electric hybrid. The electric engine charges the hybrid battery, and then so you run fully on electric mode all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just don't get it. It's not a cool car.
No, not at all.
It might be quick.
It's got no personality either. It's just
And this
a freaking
ugly,
box.
boxy fucking thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
It'd be weird.
you should
What's
make
the Kia Tasman?
that's ugly as shit too.
Oh, dude, what an ugly car.
It's like, how can we make a Ute as awful as possible?
It's
And
embarrassing.
Kia had an
So
opportunity
classy.
to do a really cool Ute. Right? They could do something cool. Instead, they went absolutely weird.
We'll make it so ugly. Do you
Yeah.
see many of them around? Are
See a
people actually
few, not as many as you see. Way more BYDs, and I think Kia fucked up the market by they just made it too ugly.
It's so ugly.
It's
I don't know
There's
why.
a lot of them in Melbourne,
Yeah.
Kias,
Tasmans.
yeah.
Tasmans.
A little bit. The Kias actually tend to look alright. I don't actually mind how the new ones are. Most of them anyway. There's obviously
Oh, the
some
new,
exceptions.
not the Tasmans, but the
No,
other
not
models.
The Tasman.
Yeah.
No, I think it's ugly as all hell. No, it's the just like Sorrentos and whatnot.
Oh yeah, they're not
They
bad.
look
little
alright.
cars. Yeah,
It's-
they're good.
They're going for like this angular kind of route, and then the Tasman, it's just like gawky, like everything. It looks like it's been slapped together, like real rough. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh, they gave a kid a set of crayons. It was like, draw me a Ute.
ugly.
He's like, square,
Yeah.
square, square. Yeah.
More squares.